I wanna, you today. You are the all-consuming fire. Come and manifest yourself. You are the all-consuming fire. I worship you today. You are the all-consuming fire. Come and manifest yourself. Yes, you've got fire in your eyes. Nothing hides from you. You see everything, even the deepest secret of men. Expose every evil, consume every wickedness. You are the all-consuming fire. Come and manifest yourself. You got fire in your eyes, Lord. Nothing hides from you. You see everything, Lord, even the deepest secret of men, Lord. Expose every evil, consume every wickedness. Give us the victory, Lord. Come and manifest yourself. Consuming fire. Consuming fire. Son, you are the all-consuming fire. Come and manifest yourself. Yeah, consuming fire. Consuming fire. I bow before your throne, Lord. You are the all-consuming fire. Manifest yourself. Yeah, consuming fire. Consuming fire. Worship you today. Yes, you are. You are the all-consuming consuming fire. Consuming fire. I bow before you, my heart on fire. Make me a shining light. Set my soul on fire. Manifest yourself through me, Lord. Speak through my voice, Lord. See through my eyes. You are the all-consuming fire. Come and manifest yourself. Set my heart on fire. Make me a shining light. Set my soul on fire. Manifest yourself through me, Lord. Speak through my voice, Lord. See through my eyes, yeah. You are the all-consuming fire. Come and manifest yourself. Consuming fire. We worship you. Yeah, consuming fire. I bow before you. You are the all-consuming fire. Yes, I love this part. Yeah, yeah. You are the all-consuming fire. Blazing fire in your eyes. To be living in you. Yeah, yeah. Sing you are. You are the all-consuming
once again welcome you. You are all looking so good. You all look so calm, and that's good for a function of this magnitude. So ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we'll be starting off. The procession will be starting off. I wish my colleague to remind you on the rules that we are going to adhere to. The last one he will remind you, but I want to remind you are requested to do what? To stand. And when you stand until you're told to sit, that will be after a series of activities that will include anthems, that will include prayer points and
The main alley or entrance, as the minutes are counting, is reserved for the academic procession. And when it's done,
Graduation of Clarke International University, where we are yet to celebrate a milestone of all the graduates that are graduating. You are somewhere and you know your friends are out there wanting to watch the same graduation. All you need to do is share this link so that they're able to get on this particular live. Now, as we are starting this day, we started definitely with celebrations, lots of happiness, lots of people dressed in the best suits that I have seen around this entire, study from day one to the day where they graduate. Now, graduation is always a milestone that we celebrate. Today, we are in a different location, and it's Clarke International University. I want to let you know that you can also call us to where you are, your location, your graduation, and we will definitely be able to stream live for you. I want to thank all the parents that get to support their children or their, when you are a child, when you're still, whether you are grown up, whether you've given birth to a parent, you're always still a child. So we want to thank the parents that have always supported their children to get to this milestone. Guys, seeing your child get to have that degree, it is never an easy thing. So guess what? Today we get to celebrate or share the happiness of the parents, the happiness of the people that get to be in this place. Now I'm going to be taking you around and you see the graduates, how they are celebrating with each other, how they are getting to celebrate with their friends. And with me, I actually have a graduate. Oh my God, congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
I feel so excited and grateful.
What is your name?
Maureen Busutiwa.
Congratulations. I love everything about the gown. I love how beautiful you're looking today. What does that make you feel? You're going to be a doctor, a nurse, Tugambe?
Yes, I'm going to be a clinical officer.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you looking at maybe starting your own in the future?
Of course, but for now, I'm going to be working in the hospital. In the meantime, I'll be starting my own eventually.
Okay. Did you come with your parents? Did you come with your family, your friends?
Indeed, my mom and my dad, right in the tent.
How do they feel? Have they told you how grateful they are?
Of course, they have.
What are some of the words that you'd love to look in that camera and tell the people out there that are watching?
People out there, I'm so grateful. This is real. Clarke International University is real. It has the best professionals, clinical medicine, public health, laboratory, nurses. Actually, this is the best university that I would recommend everyone to come and join. I'm excited. I can't be excited again.
Okay, congratulations. You'll be seeing you around, guys. I'm going to be taking you around and you get to see all the graduates in this place because I'm about to share happiness. I'm about to share happiness with each and everyone in this particular place. Thank you so much, my dear. So I'm going to be taking you around and you get to see how this place is turning out. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
Please face this side. Yes, don't worry about people. We are getting to know who is who, and if people can actually, get to share their happiness with us. Hello.
Hi.
What does this symbolize?
This symbol, this is a stethoscope. It's actually the symbol for the doctors. And
Congratulations upon this milestone.
thank you.
How does it make you feel?
I feel so happy.
What has been your experience in your entire time of study?
My experience in the entire time of the study, I did experience a lot in regards to patient care, patient management in various facilities, and we have been not only in one facility or one place, we have been moving all the country in handling different cases. So this has made me learn different conditions health-wise.
Okay.
Yes.
That is amazing. How has your life been at Clarke International University?
So good. It has been so good.
How different from other universities?
Yeah, I just feel everyone should join Clarke International University because everything I did experience from here was just so good, more than my expectation.
Really?
Yes.
What do you expect about this day, this particular day of graduation?
Nothing else apart from feeling the happiness together with everyone who has achieved the milestone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in an after party or from here, we are going back home to, dinner and then to sleep.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have organized it during our fasting. So let me first have the party. Then in the evening, I will have something to enjoy with them.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.
All right, all right, all right. Yes, yes, that is how we are getting to see the happiness shared in this particular place. I'm going to be showing you around a few more graduates because this is their day and they are going to definitely be enjoying. I just can't wait for you to, to get to see around and enjoy and move with me, move around with me. So let me show you around how things are done in this particular place, and I hope you enjoy. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting on the procession. I kindly request the ushers to guide the graduates using the main aisle to use other routes to get to their seats. Because right about now, we are waiting on the procession for as long as they are ready, we should be able to start off.
Okay, we have the kids band with us.
When you hear the drumming, just know the procession is on its way, ladies and gentlemen. And we set the rules. Once the procession starts off, you are requested to stand. We will tell you when that time. Ladies and gentlemen, the procession is coming through, and I kindly request that you stand. Ladies and gentlemen, the procession is coming through. I request that you stand to welcome the academic procession. very good entertainment, welcoming the graduates. Feel free to clap. It doesn't hurt. This is a big day for all of us. The academic procession being welcomed by the wonderful ladies and gentlemen, that's the academic procession of today's graduation. That's the amazing academic procession of Clarke International University on its 14th graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure many of you have not attended a graduation ceremony. The procession you're just seeing is an important activity in any graduation ceremony. Thank you so much, our wonderful entertainers. Thank you so much for the wonderful piece of entertainment. As they wind up the entertainment, we shall have things and the anthem. We shall have the opening prayer, which will be followed by the Chancellor constituting this assembly into the 14th congregation of Clarke International University. Wonderful. A round of applause for the children. I think they've done so well. May I request the DJ to lead us in the Uganda National Anthem. Thank you, DJ. Let's have the children perform the Clarke International University anthem. Beautiful piece of work from our children over here. Another round of applause for them. Now we'll have a word of prayer.
Miss Dorothy Byaruhanga, MPH graduate.
Let us humble ourselves and pray. Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, we thank you. We bless you for this is the day that you have made for us. Will you help us to rejoice and be glad in it? Lord, above all, we want to thank you for Clarke International University, the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, and the Academia. Without them, Lord, we would not be here. For the graduates, Lord, we say thank you, Lord, for you have answered our prayers. For our sponsors, our parents, all those who have supported us through our struggle to reach this day. Lord, we bring them to you, we thank you, we praise you, and we pray that will you meet everyone at their point of need. Bless this function, Lord, and may your presence take over. We give you praise and honor. In Jesus' mighty name we pray with thanksgiving.
Amen. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, may I kindly invite the Chancellor to constitute this assembly into the 14th Congregation of Clarke International University.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I constitute this assembly into the 14th Congregation of Clarke International University.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. A round of applause as you take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Now that the Chancellor has declared the 14th Congregation legal, we can commence. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'll be working with my friend Juliet Kalyejira Birungi.
Dr. Bill Nketo, PhD. I'm glad to work with you.
Thank you so much. And a round of applause for every one of you, ladies and gentlemen. I think you're looking awesome. Now, I need a mega round of applause from the parents and guardians because these people did not eat the school fees. A louder round of applause. Thank you so much. Now, students, can you clap for your parents and guardians because they did a tremendous job. Wonderful stuff, wonderful stuff. Now, for your lecturers, you mean they don't deserve anything? Please. How about the University Council? I think they also deserve something. The Chancellor, doesn't he deserve something? The Vice Chancellor. My thinking is that many of you don't know your Vice Chancellor, but I hope by the end of today, you'll know her. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a commencement speaker. A round of applause for her as well. She has taken off time. That was weak. Can we make it stronger? Wonderful, wonderful. And the deans who are going to read out your names. A round of shout, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful. And the Senate members, do you even know what Senate is? I hope you do. A round of applause for Senate. They have qualified all of you to come here. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a few notable people that we want to acknowledge before we move any further, and that as time goes by, we'll keep bringing in quite a number of them.
We acknowledge the presence of the representative of the Uganda Nurses and Midwives Council, Mr. Martin Lubega. You're welcome. We also recognize the presence of the representative of Kampala International University, Dr. Ramadan Malinga. We continue to acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Ann Pink and her husband, Mr. Stanislas Pink, the consultants of Clarke International University. You're very welcome. We can't forget our very own Ronald Bachietamo, the Guild President of Clarke International University. Thank you for being with us. Miss CIU, Miss Clarke International University, the one and only Nakato Lima Apio. Is she with us? Nakato Lima? Okay, you're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, we further acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Minister of Education Representative, Hajat Satina Mulago. Hajat Satina? Safina. Oh, okay. The handwriting defeated me a bit. I apologize. Hajat Safina Mulago, wherever you are, your presence. Okay. I think I will have to redo it again when I get the correct, because it's worthy repeating. I really apologize for the miscommunication. Dr. Stephen Lutoti, CEO Pharmaceutical Society of Uganda, also the, I think the Secretary General. You're most welcome. Wherever you are, you can stand up and be recognized. Wherever you are. We also want to further acknowledge the presence of Reverend Philip Kato, the representative of South Korea Embassy. He's also the Secretary General of Uganda Korea Friendship Association. You're most welcome, Reverend. Mr. Chiberu Godfrey, the sign language expert. You need to acknowledge that any sign language issues, CIU is going to be on top. When you see that gentleman present, just know things are going to work out in our favor.
Addition, the embassy of the state of Eritrea has been represented by Mr. Mohammed Sulaiman Ahmed, the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps. You're very welcome. We beg your pardon, Dr. Safina Kisu Musenene, PhD. A director, sorry, I beg your pardon, Musene, PhD, Director Higher Education and TVET, Ministry of Education. You're very welcome.
You're most welcome, Doctor. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, now for those of you who doesn't know, who do not know the Vice Chancellor of Clarke International University, you're going to take the next 20 minutes or so looking at her, listening at her words of wisdom, and you must appreciate that she's actually an intelligent person. That's why you've reached this day. Before she comes through, a round of applause for Associate Professor Rose Clarke Nanyonga.
When I graduated, I shouted a lot more than you are shouting. Although it's been a while. The guest of honor, Honorable Minister of State for Higher Education, represented by the Director, Higher Education, TVET, Dr. Safina Kisu Musene. Apologies for not getting your name right. The Chancellor, Professor Moses Galkande. Our commencement speaker, Dr. Sabrina Chitaka. Board of Directors, Clarke Group. Members of the University Council and senior management. Members of the Diplomatic Corps who are here today. Honorable and Sports. Representatives from the National Council, representatives from other government and professional regulatory bodies. We recognize the Uganda Nurses and Midwives Council representative, the chairperson of the Allied Health Professional Council, Professor John Charles Okiria, academic representatives, vice chancellors from other universities, local government and religious leaders, the Student Guild President and your executive, parents, sponsors, professors, lecturers, graduates, alumni representative. We recognize the leader of the Alumni Association here, esteemed members of the community. Mine will be the longest protocol, so you can settle in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Clarke International University's 14th graduation ceremony. Join me in celebrating 436 men and women, students, who are graduating here today, having completed their studies at Clarke International University. Stand up for recognition, class of 2024. Woo! God bless you all. You've done an amazing job. We recognize your teaching faculty and professors who have tirelessly delivered a quality education, guided your learning with intentional, positive intent, and thoroughly prepared you for the challenges ahead. Honorable Minister, Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, each year I reflect on our humble beginnings as a university, which is 16 years ago this month. And I am consistently impressed by our journey as an institution of higher learning, our ongoing evolution, our future direction, and the notable accomplishments we have achieved thus far. Clarke International University is widely recognized now for its excellency in health professionals education. However, what many of you do not know is that we also opened a School of Business and Applied Technology a few years ago. Today, I'm thrilled to announce that we are celebrating the first cohort of students graduating with a Master of Business Administration. Honorable Minister and Chancellor, 16 years ago, CIU was nothing more than a lofty aspiration held by a few people. From our humble beginnings with 32 students to now fostering a community of over 1,100 current students with a proud alumni base of 3,600 graduates. With this current cohort, we are getting to 4,000 alumni. Our surveys indicate that 90% of our graduates have found meaningful employment. Throughout this remarkable journey, the CIU family, comprising of founders, founding leaders, including our Chancellor, Justice Julia Septinde, our current Chancellor, Professor Galkande, founding VC Deirdre Carabine, staff, faculty, students, and our extended community have consistently showcased resilience, adaptability, and a commitment to innovative practices that have become integral to our identity as an institution. Additionally, we have persistently pursued the Charter, acknowledging its significance in securing the university's future. We anticipate that the endorsement of the Charter by National Council of Higher Education, awarded by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, will fortify our going journey in the realm of higher education. Honorable Minister and Chancellor, in our 16th year, the university is in a strong position to bridge unemployment gaps and alleviate the shortage of health and business professionals in this country. Research indicates that mismatches between education and employment, particularly in initial jobs, can have lasting effects on graduates, significantly affecting their job earnings and their job satisfaction, as well as their long-term career stability. I would like to assure you and members of the public that graduates from Clarke International University consistently report a rate of over 90%, as I mentioned, employment in positions directly aligned with their studies at CIU. Surveys of CIU alumni also indicate that they possess critical skills to fit the next frontier of healthcare delivery here at home and abroad. We are cognizant that the future of healthcare delivery is evolving to become 1, values-based and transparent, 2, data and technology-driven, 3, enabled by new medical technologies and innovations, 4, requiring healthcare system transformations, and 5, environmentally sensitive and patient-centered, with a focus on wellness and proactive steps to enabling self-care. This is particularly critical in our country, where over 26% of the adult population suffers from non-communicable diseases. Ladies and gentlemen, acknowledging these opportunities, the university has worked diligently to create an innovative curriculum, to employ outstanding teaching faculty and staff, and implement transformative teaching approaches. This ensures that our graduates are well prepared for the crucial task of enhancing and strengthening health systems in the future. Honorable Minister, this further illustrates that the last 16 years, our commitment to partner and collaborate with the state has remained unwavering. We continue to explore avenues to enhance our role in advancing the national development agenda. Our strategic emphasis remains firm in key domains of research, of innovation, of skills development through teaching and learning, collaboration and partnerships, fostering entrepreneurship, job opportunities, community engagement, and social impact. The university continues to serve as a crucial driver of development by generating knowledge, fostering innovation, nurturing talent that drives progress towards national development goals. There is a Chinese saying that teaches us about maturity and responsibility. It says that a man who has a long way to go blames others. A man who is halfway there blames himself. A man who has already arrived blames no one. Honorable Minister, I think we have arrived. We are at the table. We have been at the table for the last 16 years as partners with the state in the delivery of higher education. Thank you and Mama Janet Museveni, the Honorable Minister of Education and Sports, for being at the table with us. Thank you to National Council of Higher Education for being at the table with us and for the support and enabling education policies that allow us to execute our mission. So today, because we are men who have arrived, I am not going to complain. A man who has arrived blames no one. Let's switch it up. A woman who has arrived blames no one. But allow me, Honorable Minister, to reiterate my prayer from last year. As leaders of these graduates, staff, and alumni of Clarke International University, part of our job is to consistently agitate for excellency by asking, how can we add value and make a difference to this nation? How can our students lead change and transformation where it is most needed? How can our graduates become national and global leaders in a world where exemplary leaders are increasingly scarce? How can our faculty champion learning in higher education while creating value-oriented cultures for our students? These are the right questions, and I hope that they will continue to shape our future and spur us on for more curiosity, ingenuity, and perseverance. The lingering question, however, is that how can we further future-proof our university? So I have two prayers today. First, scholarships. Honorable Minister and Chancellor, this year the university has enrolled nearly 100 students on scholarships offered through Clarke Group and the Roses Journey Foundation. We greatly appreciate this support for some of the most financially vulnerable students. But it is not enough. Today, even though we are graduating 436 students, several were not able to graduate due to challenges of tuition and fees. In the last decade, applications to CIU have nearly doubled. However, a majority of our applicants require scholarship support that is not often available or adequate to reach every student. We appreciate organizations that continue to sponsor students at CIU. However, I want to continue to appeal to the government to expand opportunities for loans beyond chartered universities. Ladies and gentlemen, the cost of education, like everything else, has gone up. This is true especially for health science programs that require a large percentage of skills and practical training in the placement areas. This inclusiveness of allowing students from all universities access to state-funded programs and loans is critical to ensure there is equal opportunity for every Ugandan student, regardless of their choice of university. Pardon me. My second prayer, Honorable Minister, as I said, I'm not going to complain, is to ensure continued success and growth. As I mentioned, we have undertaken the journey to attain charter status. Honorable Minister, we have strived to fulfill the National Council of Higher Education requirements that include some key areas. We have committed university founders. We have a sound governance structure in place. We have robust infrastructure, human resources, outstanding faculty. We have had growth in programs. All our programs are accredited or are under review. We have well-established student services. We have notable research output, which continues to grow every year. And we have demonstrated sustained financial health. In November last year, the university underwent an inspection as part of the final assessment for eligibility to receive a charter. We are eagerly anticipating a favorable outcome, and as the highest endorsement from the National Council and the President, the charter is really important for the university. It is important to safeguard the future of our graduates and our alumni. It's important to strengthen the portfolio of our teaching faculty, research scientists, and for our students. We also recognize and celebrate a new student exchange program with new universities in Greece, supported by Erasmus Global. This expands opportunities for our students and faculty and solidifies our internationalization program at Clarke International University. The first group of students and faculty to go to Greece will happen later this year. We also celebrate 20 of our teaching faculty who are now currently enrolled on PhD track, some of whom are near finishing, while others are just starting. We also celebrate our research output, over 26 papers in highly reputable peer-reviewed journals with very high impact factor. I also want to recognize and acknowledge that we do not operate, we do not exist alone. We do what we do with a great deal of goodwill from multiple organizations, partners in the community, partner universities, partners with professional bodies, partners with the government, partners with embassies, and so on. Last year, ladies and gentlemen, we initiated a fundraising campaign to secure a 40-seater coaster for our health professional students, and I would really like to thank every single individual, parents, students, well-wishers, friends of Clarke International University, who have contributed to this campaign, in that today we are sitting at nearly $20,000 raised with this campaign, and we hope to get a little more so that we can purchase the bus, which is sitting, or a mirror of it is sitting outside the tent. So if you have any more contributions to make, there you go. I would like to acknowledge the following entities and partners who continue to support us to execute our mission. The CIU founders, government partners, National Council of Higher Education, UNMC, the Allied Health Professionals Council, Ministry of Education and Sports, Ministry of Health, the Vice Chancellor's Forum, Uganda National Council of Science and Technology, collaborating teaching institutions for their continued support. Special thanks to our development and community partners, Refactory, Luge Foundation, Uganda Sickle Cell Rescue Foundation, Makerere University, the College of Health Sciences, Busitema University, Kabale University, Yale University, Queen's University in Belfast, Hadako in Finland, Chisubi University, Uganda National Communicable Disease Association, Mobi Clinic, and all our friends for their continued support. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting some people, so you will pardon me. We especially recognize Clarke Group, who has given over 75 million, not 75,000, 75 million shillings in scholarships this year. We recognize Clarke Junior School, Bouquet International, Inter-University Council of East Africa. We are new associate members this year. New Line Technologies, Narrow Road International Aid, who have given us $15,000 in scholarships this year. Health, Education and Empowerment USA, Tutapona Uganda, AfriCloud Uganda Limited, Uganda University Quality Assurance Forum, Mr. and Mrs. Chuck Gordon of Russellville, Arkansas, the proprietor of St. Agnes. Our MC today, Dr. Bill Nkento and Miss Juliet. We thank you very much for your wonderful job today. The collective CIU family for all their support this year. I also extend my gratitude to the graduate logistics team, spearheaded by the senior registrar, Ms. Evelyn Grace Yot, Dr. Christopher Wako, the chair of the Staff Association. Thank you very much. And I want to thank all our administrators, support staff, marketing team, security personnel, all our suppliers for their tireless effort in ensuring a smooth and successful event today. Of course, I want to thank all the parents, all the guardians, self-funding students for making it possible for every graduate who is sitting here today to complete their education at Clarke International University. So thank you, parents, for trusting us with your daughter, for trusting us with your son, and for trusting that we will be good stewards of what we have promised to do. A big round of applause for the parents. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to address our graduates one more time. Somebody said that some of you do not know who the Vice Chancellor is. I sure hope that today you know who your Vice Chancellor is. I want to present you to the community, and I want to present you to the country as the CIU class of 2024. Our mission here is to prepare students for global leadership and for you to be catalysts for transformation. So I do have a few questions for you. What should the world you are inheriting expect of you who have the privilege of leading? What will you transform with your talent, with your skill, with your degree? Human transformation is an internal shift that brings us in alignment with our highest potential. So I hope that each of you have the energy, you have the velocity to transform not just yourself, but the communities that matter. Even in the most difficult of times, it is the capacity to take something ordinary and turn it into something extraordinary. Human beings are innately wired for transformation. So you have no excuse to not transform anything. I hope that the culmination of your learning here has provided substantial ingredients for this transformation. I hope that you remain vital to your communities of practice. Focus on growth beyond your qualification. Do what you are passionate about. Discover and embrace your why. Own your development journey. Build your brand and network. And above all, avoid the pitfalls of becoming a spectator in a world where your talent and skill is needed to inspire and make a difference. The former First Lady, Michelle Obama, once emphasized that success doesn't just show up, you have to practice success. If you are not practicing success today, you will not wake up in 20 years and be successful. You will not have developed the habits of success. In essence, she underscores the importance of putting effort in every aspect of life, highlighting that to gain trust, one must be trustworthy. Practice being trustworthy. Practice being on time. Practice communicating. Practice truth. Practice leading. Give it a try. Your mandate as graduates of CIU is to lead, innovate, and transform. So start practicing. It just won't happen 20 years later. Each commencement ceremony not only symbolizes the resilience and wisdom of our unified community, but it also serves as a testament to the character of our graduates. You embody courage, you exemplify tenacity, you have surmounted challenges to stand here today. And we are all in awe of you, and we celebrate you wholeheartedly. As you move forward in whatever community you end up with, I know that these skills and values will set you apart and also above your peers. I know that our best work is that we have taught you well. It is now your responsibility to inspire leadership, to spark ingenuity and innovation, and to ignite transformation and make change happen. Your strength will always lie in your capacity to make a difference. So I urge you now to join me one more time in taking the CIU Leadership Pledge, which is on page 11. Please stand with me so that we can take the CIU Leadership Pledge together. Are we there? Okay, we class of 2024. We class of 2024 hereby undertake the CIU Leadership Pledge to
lead even in the present.
Lead with our aspiring innovations, talent, and contributions. They will make this a better nation. Lead by creating a path where there is none. If the door has not opened, we will continue knocking. Lead with resilience and courage. Lead with integrity and humility. Lead by taking ownership and being accountable. Lead by celebrating and enabling others to greatness.
Lead by being well-informed and continuing to challenge ourselves through lifelong learning. Lead with empathy and with compassion. Lead by nurturing our soul, heart, and spirit, and by remembering that we are human. Lead by making a difference. Lead in congratulations. Thank you very much. Congratulations again to you, your friends, and your families who have sometimes selflessly supported these academic pursuits. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, my speech is the longest, so now I promise you better things to come. Thank you for your audience this morning, and thank you for honoring us this morning. Thank you very much. God bless. Thank you, Dr. Rose, the Vice Chancellor of the one and only Clarke International University. There is a good meal after graduation. Which ingredient or ingredients have you harnessed? That is food for thought. Over to you.
Another round of applause for the Vice Chancellor. I think that was wonderful. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard about the bus, and it is packed right there. And we have a chunk to pay. When you look at the back of the graduation book, there is a list of people who contributed last year. And by all means, your name should appear, because we need a longer list. As you realize, the tent was more filled than this, but that's all we can show for in that book. Now, this year, where you seem to be less in this tent, we expect a longer list. As such, we are requesting a team led by Cassandra. I'll show you Cassandra later on, to distribute some pledge cards. We promise to read out the names here, And we also promise to include them in the book next year, and probably when the bus comes out, all the names will be published in the newspapers. Yeah, of course, that will only be done. We have some excess to buy the initial fuel to move the bus. This one was, the fuel that brought it here today was put by the supplier. So the cards are going to come around, and the same ushers who are going to give them out will be collecting them, and will read out your name there. In the meantime, we have some wonderful people to acknowledge. We know they are very important people. Don't get bored. Time and again, we'll be acknowledging them. And to the graduates, try to do good. So whichever functions you go to, you also get acknowledged, even when you don't know. When people see you arrive, they announce your name.
Education Attaché, the one and only Mr. Sean Clarke. He represents the Embassy of Eritrea. He's a director. Oh, I beg your pardon. Dr.
Okay, we just wanted to recognize the education attaché of the Embassy of Eritrea. You may kindly stand up for recognition.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. You're most welcome. You realize we teach so many people from your country. Thanks for the support. And of course, on that, we want to recognize one of the directors of Clarke International University, Mr. Sean Clarke. A round of applause for one of the directors.
Okay, another introduction for our chairperson with the Alumni Association of CIU, Miss Sylvia Achibet. You're welcome. The Finnish students, a rebound. We love them, and we love you. We recognize you. This friendship started way back in 2011, and it has been on and on. School of Nursing and Midwifery, we thank you.
Please, they deserve a big CIU shout. Your presence here is so wonderful, and we feel so good to be associated with you. We also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of Miss Sylvia Mpeire, the head teacher, Clarke Junior School. Clarke Junior School, wherever you are, ma'am, wonderful. You are looking so elegant, most welcome. Mr. Michael Nietegeka, member of the University Council. Sir, we acknowledge your presence, and your wisdom is always pushing CIU forward. And Mr. Raymond Ongom, senior partner, Mutwero and company advocates, wherever you are, sir. Yeah, we shall always seek your counsel, wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, there is an Indian dance. You know, the VC was indicating that we are such a global entity, and as such, we've exhibited our brothers and sisters from Eritrea. We have those from South Sudan. A round of applause. South Sudan, anyone? Anyone from Kenya? Anyone? Anyone from Tanzania? Okay, anyone from Finland? Wonderful. And ladies and gentlemen, our entertainer is coming from a wonderful country that has made this country so special, at least commercially, if you know what I mean.
She is Rinkal Parajati.
From India, the world's biggest democracy, by the way. Probably as she entertains us, the big democracy will sink in this country as well. Maybe they have something, but not as big.
थोड़े अनाड़ी है थोड़े खिलाड़ी रुक रुक के चलती है अपनी गाड़ी थोड़े अनाड़ी है थोड़े खिलाड़ी रुक रुक के चलती है अपनी गाड़ी हमें प्यार चाहिए और कुछ पैसे भी हम ऐसे भी हैं हम हैं वैसे भी हम लोगों को समझ सको तो समझो दिल भर जानी उल्टी सीधी जैसी भी है अपनी यही कहानी थोड़ी हम में होशियारी है थोड़ी है नादानी थोड़ी हम में सच्चाई है थोड़ी बेईमानी
सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी
सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी हमने कहा है तुम भी कहो
हमने कहा है जो
तुम भी कहो
आओ हम मिलजुल के बोले अब तो यारा अपना जहां है सबसे प्यारा आओ हम मिलजुल के बोले अब तो यारा अपना जहां है सबसे प्यारा
हमने कहा है जो तुम भी कहो
हो मारे या कोई मारे ना यहाँ अपनी भी थोड़ी अदी है जैसे है खुद पे हमें नाज है जाने ना हमको ये जमाना चाहो तो हमको आजमाना यार बाज हम जान साज हम इश्क बाज दिल वाले कहते हैं हमको प्यार से इंडिया वाले छुए दे दिल के तार से इंडिया वाले हर जीत छीन ले हार से इंडिया वाले दुश्मन के छक्के छुड़ा दे हम इंडिया वाले दुश्मन के छक्के छुड़ा दे हम इंडिया वाले
That is our Praja party. Rinkal. A round of applause.
Well done. Thank you so much. Actually, Juliet wanted to try before this. She wanted to come along with her, but it turned out she wasn't as flexible and she will require some bit of rehearsing. We don't know how much you're going to make us pay so that next time you do it with Juliet. But we really appreciate this the young lady from the subcontinent. Welcome. Well done. That's wonderful talent. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And you can shout a bit, graduates. Wow, this is serious. Welcome. Well done. Thank you. We really appreciate what you have done. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have a few individuals to acknowledge. We have Dr. Marianne Kalnau, a friend of Clarke International University. Doctor, wherever you are, Dr. Marianne. Wonderful. A round of applause for Dr. Clarke Marianne. She's a friend of Clarke International University. And we also want to recognize one of the alumni, Kano Baguma Grace, wherever you are. We acknowledge your presence. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, wonderful. Kano Grace Baguma, thank you. Thank you for making it to Clarke International University. Ladies,
Sylvia Achibet would like to hear from you. She is the CIU alumni. So the graduates, please make contact with our very own Sylvia Archibet. She was here many years ago, but she still looks young. So she knows the tricks of staying a CIU student or graduate or alumni and many others.
And we want to promise you in a bit you'll be hearing from her so that she tells you how things work and the value of being connected to Clarke International University as an alumni. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you are marketing us wherever you are. CIE is open to quite a number of programs, as you may know. The most recently Open School of Business is available, the MBAs, the BBAs, the other colleges and faculties that are offering quite a number of health science programs, including nursing, midwifery, among others. So wherever you are, this is the right place. Tell a friend to bring someone. That friend should tell quite a number of friends to bring as many friends and relatives as possible so that next time you come, we also have another field tent. We have a way to change the world in a way that is required. We actually just transform the world because change sometimes may be misunderstood because it takes phases, but transformation is inbuilt in a particular way. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure a number of pledge cards have been given out. And at this point in time, I want to acknowledge a number of those cards that have been given out. But on the high table, maybe they don't want to touch these pledge cards, but they can hold a microphone to declare and decree an amount that they are paying, so that the next time they come, actually the bus will be picking some of you from wherever to this particular place without necessarily. So that's the evidence that we're actually not playing. The bus is available, but we have a significant chunk of $35,000 US to complete it. We have not reached halfway, and we are people who really want to do things and complete them. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm waiting the ashes to bring through the first phase, but I won't hesitate. I'll begin with one of my deans here. He wants to declare something. I can see. You see, you feel free to move the microphone to the next person. Yeah, and feel free to declare anything. Don't feel like, don't worry, your students know you're a loaded guy, and go.
Thank you, MC. 50,000.
A round of applause. 50,000 Uganda shillings. Thank you.
I'll contribute 500,000.
Thank you, Dr. Sabrina.
Okay,
hey, the clap or the claps were not enough for Dr. Sabrina. Thank you.
I'm here representing the Honorable Minister. I will deliver a message back so that he can do the needful. But on my behalf, I contribute 100,000.
Thank you, Madam Commissioner. We appreciate that. Don't worry, they've said they are going to tell the minister. Have you heard? The what? So you expect a few millions, guys, to come through, and we shall declare at that time, we shall send the messages so that there is transparency. I don't have the right to, but circumstances require I face the Chancellor to do the needful.
Yeah, the name of the Chancellor is on the list already. There will be an additional 200,000.
I think, Mr. Bill, my name is on the list. Yes.
This is just my own request as me.
Okay, I'll give another 1 million if there is somebody who can match my gift. So you don't get the million unless somebody matches my gift.
So on that million to match, I know I'm going to combine with a few remaining guys. Me, I'm contributing on that 200,000 shillings on the million to match the vice chancellors. So JB, you can declare an amount to match the chancellor and also your own amount. It's to combine on mine, you understand, eh? Not your own, sir. Your own alone, then the one like I've done. Me, I'm only contributing. So whoever contributed last time, and you appear in the book, that was someone else who requested you to. Today it's me who is requesting you to. So I don't want us to combine things because we need resources, don't we?
Thank you, Bill.
protocol does not allow me to beat the Vice Chancellor's pledge. And so I want to comply with protocol. I'm pledging 200,000.
So that makes it 400. We're moving in the right direction. When we make 1 million, we shall now we can be sure that the VC is going to pay. So 400 so far. Professor Kiria, you can match the VC. There is no problem.
I don't want to lose a job. But let me not pledge. I am giving $100 cash.
Okay, wonderful. He doesn't want to waste time in pledge cards and all that. By the way, the Chancellor last time contributed over $1 million. This is just doing for me. It's just sympathizing with me. It's like, so I don't want to look at the Chancellor and over $1 million what? Shillings. And the wife also contributed over 500 shillings. So as you look at him, he's a serious man. So aspire to become chancellors, ladies and gentlemen. And as you aspire to become chancellors, the wallet should also aspire. What makes the wallet aspire? Your hard work. As I listen to the wonderful doctor over here, I don't know if you're matching this or we are combining hands. You see the trick we can surpass the VC's pledge, but the issue is to rally hands because we don't want to beat our boss just like that.
Yes, I can also not override the elders. So an additional 200,000.
So that makes it 600,000. The cash pledges are good. So Professor Kriya, you can as well come up with a pledge. Don't worry about the cash. That was, yes, my doctor.
I pledge 100,000. $200,000? 100,000. Wonderful. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The clapping is not as adequate as I would expect. And if you pledge cards are going through, you kindly take them to Juliet over there. She'll be reading them out.
Dr. Bill.
Yes, please.
The line has ended.
The line has ended. You don't want me to continue?
What is your pledge? Yours.
I already indicated 200,000. You didn't hear? Yes.
I didn't hear.
Oh, I don't know what you are. Who is disturbing you?
More money.
No distraction required when we are partners, at least for the day. You need to pay attention to what I'm saying, but you can as well overtake me. It is allowed, probably.
Oh, yes. I need mine.
Yours is?
From you to me for CIU.
200,000?
Plus?
Plus what?
More.
200 more. Yes. Thank you. A round of applause for Juliet. Yeah, she's pulling it off. I don't know if I have permission. I don't know if the Chancellor allows me to move to this side. I only have 5 minutes. I don't know. Chancellor, is that okay, sir? The Chancellor says the dignitaries on this side are going to have the honor to buy a bus for the students to go for practicals, to go and do. Bwana Michael, me, I know you. I know you in such a way that...
Bill, our message was delivered to the Vice Chancellor and the entire CIU fraternity. As a refractory, we pledged 1 million shillings.
Okay, that was delivered just for me as Michael. We know we need each other. Just me. Just something small. You don't have to reach millions, but something adequate to represent me and you.
I will pledge 200,000.
Things like that. You know, the friend of CIU. You know, I'd even missed out seeing your name. This smile really has something in stock for you.
A pledge from Mr. Rwakigumba. 1 million.
Wonderful. And you see where I'm standing right now. A pronouncement like that can as well be made from a friend like CIU. 1M, ladies and gentlemen. They've matched the VCs. Now the VC is going to pay on top of what we are. We ended at 600,000. But someone has matched and another person has matched that pledge. Oh, headmistress, don't worry. Now this is for me. You'll think of CIU another time. This you're pledging on my behalf.
I'll do 100,000.
100,000 from our headmistress, Clarke Jr. Mr. President, I know pocket money things and all that, but you're the president.
You know, these offices sometimes become tricky. I have 3 minutes to wind this up. Meanwhile, the pledge cards should go through to Juliet to take us through the next.
On the pledge I made last time, and indeed I fulfilled it, I will just top up 100,000. Thank you.
Your Excellency, I don't want, stretch my arms around you. You may help me pass on the microphone to our smart lady over there.
I pledge 200,000.
A round of applause. I don't know. Meanwhile, I'm still very grateful to Michael. He's doing nice things. Reverend, I know you on top of prayer, that the bus gets to be wound up next week. I know you have something from the wallet that the Lord has guided you to provide, sir.
I would love to communicate officially to the Embassy of South Korea through the office of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Clarke Nanyonga. We will communicate.
So the Embassy of Korea is representing. You expect millions of people. So in dollars, maybe thousands in dollars and millions in shillings. So it's not a mean achievement. Sir, when our students are coming to do the practicum, to become the proper nurses, you want to register. Some of them food, some of them use borders, and that machine is over there, sir. We want to make sure, and we want that you register nurses who are secured, safety, fast. So, Mr. Lubega.
Thank you. I'm here in the shoes of the Registrar, Ugandan Nurses and Midwives Council. So I can't pledge for her, so I'll pass on the communication, but on my behalf, I'll pledge 50,000 shillings.
A round of applause for Mr. Lubega Martin.
Wonderful,
Martin.
wonderful. There is an ambassador over there. No, I can't hand over the microphone to His Excellency when you're here. I give you, then you know where to direct the microphone, sir.
I pledge 1 million shilling.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Education attache. When the boss says, you don't say. You can say something lower. It is allowed. Huh? Okay. The Pink family is one of the beautiful names I've had in recent times. Anything you can, ladies. And, Mr. and Mrs. Pink, Madam Consultant, and Madam Tata Manager. Meanwhile, they are the ones supplying us this fund. They are very patient with us. Can you first clap for them for that? Because that is something significant. Now, can we listen to them say something very interesting? Maybe they can even make a pronouncement on a discount. Who knows? You just never know what they are cooking. By the time they came here, something was ringing a bell at the back of their mind. Who do I give to speak? Okay, the man himself.
Good afternoon, everyone. Dr. Singh here is a very tough negotiator, by the way. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, he's already squeezed us so much that... so the bus usually comes with 3 free services. We can extend it to 5 free services on this.
So that means for a whole year you're catering for the service of the bus. A round of applause. We're talking about over 2 million every time this is going to come out. Mr. Sign Language. You see, they saw the expert around, and he waved at them, and now they are like, okay, he knows routes where to get money.
I pledge 200,000.
A round of applause, Council. Lawyers, this one is going to secure the bus whenever it gets issues.
Unfortunately, in the legal fraternity, this is an ambush. But be that as it may, I represent the whole firm here. So I'll be in position to communicate with the firm, and then we communicate through the Deputy Vice Chancellor. For my case, I'm going to pledge 100,000.
500? 100,000. Yeah, by the way, it was legal. I asked the Chancellor, you constituted this assembly. Then any other legalities are outside that until he dissolves this assembly. So right now I'm in charge of the Chancellor over there. Legally, this is how graduations work. So ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of time, Oh, Sean is complaining. Oh, I really apologize. This is my boss, and circumstances require that he makes a pronouncement.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Hamid. Clarke Junior School will pledge 1 million shillings.
A round of applause for Mr. Sean.
The shouting is not adequate because greater things are coming. Now, I know all of you are my friends, and I'm waiting for your pledge cards to be read out here. Isn't it so, Madam Finance? That's how things work. So in the interest of time, we have to take it up to that. Can you clap for everyone as pledged and for the cards that are going to come through? And we begin now to read through the cards.
Let's continue distributing the pledge cards. We shall continue collecting one by one, and along the way we will continue to recognize those who have pledged. We now recognize a pledge from Mr. Jagwe of 50,000 Uganda shillings. A pledge from Miss Judith All Saints of 50,000 Uganda shillings. Mr. Olupot Ben has offered 150,000. And Hilda, Miss Hilda Mpirirwe, has offered 100,000 Uganda shillings. Thank you very much.
Okay, I think some of these you've heard. Embassy of Eritrea, we had 1 million shillings that came through. Madam Rose Clarke, you already had. Our Vice Chancellor, Engineer Andrew, and Dr. Sabrina. We already had the 500 million. That's the commencement speaker. Mr. Waliraki John Bosco, 200,000 shillings. Dean Jonah Legay, 50,000. Miriam Older, 50,000. And Dr. Patrick Chelengat, 150,000 shillings. Alobo Jennifer, 50,000 shillings. Nkurunziza Benjamin, 30,000 shillings. Sylvia Periri, 100,000 shillings. Ongom Raymond, 100,000 shillings. Chiveru, 200,000 shillings. Ladies and gentlemen, we will get back to you on many of these pledges we haven't read out, and I'll show you the particular individual who must communicate to you. Even myself won't communicate, even when I've been shouting too much, to ensure that some significant funds come through. I think we're going to have, before we have our commencement speaker, we will have the alumni representative come through, and Madam Juliet should be able to invite her to come and say a thing or two about the alumni, probably in the next 5 minutes. Thank you so much.
As Miss
You can as well clap for us, by the way. You didn't do a good job of clapping, and that worries me and Nora. Are these pledges really real? Can you please clap, ladies and gentlemen? Graduates, can you please shout? It makes sense that you do, to give me confidence, to give us morale that this is a real deal. Thank you.
Okay, as Miss Sylvia walks up here, the ushers, like the way Elizabeth looks like, will walk around with pledge cards, and please feel free. Money is money. I like the slogan in Buganda that even 100 shillings does something. Please write what you feel from deep down your heart you're willing to offer. Thank you. The whole team that are dressed like this. Sylvia is over here. You're welcome.
I would also like to send my heartfelt congratulations to the fresh graduates upon this great achievement. It's not mean. As we gather here, we are reminded of the profound impact of this institution. I stand here to testify. During our time here, as alumni, we have a responsibility to uphold the values and traditions of alma mater, to give back to the institution that has given us so much, to support the next generation of students who will walk these same paths. In today's rapidly changing world, the importance of education cannot be overstated. Our university continues to be a beacon of knowledge, innovation and progress, shaping the leaders and thinkers of today and tomorrow. As we reflect on our own journeys and achievements since graduation, and I'll pause there to say that I graduated from this university 12 years ago, and that was after working for about 10 years in a district hospital. And since then, I've moved on to regional level, to national, and to global level responsibilities. And there's still so much to do. As we reflect on our own journeys and achievements, let us also look to the future with optimism and determination. There's so much you can do, you just need to be determined. Together, let us strive to make a positive impact in our communities and beyond. Do not lock yourself in your own corner. Carrying forward to the legacy of excellence that defines our university. I am proud to stand among such distinguished guests and individuals united by our shared experiences and commitment to making a difference. Let us continue to support each other, making a difference, and inspire one another, and working together to ensure that our alma mater remains a shining example of academic excellence and service to society. The call to action is this: please let us make our alumni association vibrant and relevant. All alumni are ready to handhold each other to the next level. The AGM will be taking place very soon, and we'll get to you in all various forms. With the technology, I don't think any of you will miss out on that. I will once again congratulate the graduates and thank you all, and may we continue to carry the spirit of our university wherever life may take us. May God bless you. For God and my country, I remain Sylvia Achebet, the chairperson of the alumni, and I'm happy to be part of this congregation. God bless you all.
Thank you, Sylvia. A round of applause for Sylvia again as she walks back to her seat. Dr. Bill.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special person, a renowned person, who we have the privilege and honor, not just a privilege, an awesome privilege of having at CIU today. So, Juliet, you're going to tell us about this person so that when she comes, everyone knows who she is. We're just going to try and summarize. You know, it's not easy to summarize her achievements in just 30 seconds. But probably when she comes here, she'll make good of it, and I should know what we're talking about. So, Juliet.
Dr. Sabrina, good to see you. You're very welcome. Dr. Sabrina Bakera Chitaka is a senior lecturer and a specialist pediatrician whose goal is to improve the health of children and adolescents. She is a member of the Rotary Club of Kampala, where she serves as TRF Director for 2023-2024 this year. Dr. Sabrina is married and has 5 amazing children. A round of applause for Dr. Sabrina as she walks over to tell us more about her.
So please listen carefully. It is speeches like these that are specifically prepared for you. And as she comes, give her a round of applause to encourage her. She's an expert, so you're going to learn from her. Okay, and being the health expert she is, she feels you are not really fit enough. Can you stand up and stretch a bit the best way you learned how to? Stand up, everyone, stretch a bit, stretch your arms. Just make sure you don't slap someone next to you. Just be courteous enough to do it honorably. And when she pleases so, I will request you to sit down. As of now, you're still stretching. So those who are sitting, I'm also assuming you're stretching. You're just doing your brains justice. Okay, thank you, Dr. Sabrina. Kindly take up the mantle.
morning, everyone. The guest of honor, Dr. Safina Musene, the Vice Chancellor, the Chancellor, the Board of Council, the alumni, distinguished lecturers, deans, students, our wonderful graduates, and most importantly, our dear parents. It's really a wonderful honor and privilege for me and a great opportunity to interact with you and speak on this 14th graduation ceremony at Clarke International University. I must tell you that I'm very delighted and really excited as well to be here. You all look amazing. You look great. And the little children who sang and danced for us, their smiles were brilliant, brilliant and beautiful like the sun. I know it's extremely hot today. The average temperature should score to 34 degrees, so please keep hydrated. I know that the Chancellor is my friend and the Vice Chancellor is my friend. And I'm so delighted that you invited me to be the commencement speaker at this important occasion. I know you've gotten yourselves into trouble, but good trouble, because you've raised the bar. I'm very pleased to call you my friends, but most importantly, thank you for using your offices to move Clarke International University to a more inclusive institution. Somewhere along the way, you realized that brilliant minds are not confined to one discipline of health, because healthcare providers cannot sustain their own selves, and they have to work with businessmen. So congratulations on making that important choice. When progress is based on exclusion, it is very fragile, and ultimately, it will disappear. When progress is made on inclusion, when we understand that everyone's life is as valuable as our own, then that progress is lasting and real. Dear graduates today, you stand on the cusp of an exciting and new chapter in your lifetime. It's amazing to graduate, but I want you to know that graduation is like a driver's license. It just gives you the liberty to drive your car, but it's up to you to drive whichever car you choose to drive. You may choose to drive a bus, you may choose to drive a Tesla, you may choose to drive a motorcycle, or remain on your 202, just walking. But I hope you get to drive a Tesla or even fly an airplane by making decisions that will determine how far you're going to go. Do embrace the future with open hearts and open minds, because your journey has just begun. In the words of Walt Disney, he said, "Our dreams can only come true if we have the courage to pursue them." And success in any field can only never be achieved by one person. It's achieved by many people. And so even as we celebrate the 16 years of Clarke International University, I'd like to say we celebrate all the people who contribute to making Clarke International University what it is today. I know that Dr. Rose already quoted a Chinese proverb, but I'll quote another Chinese proverb. As you may realize, Chinese are so many, and they have so many proverbs. I sit on a board of the Public Health Ambassadors of Uganda, and I know that Dr. Rose is also a board member. And the Public Health Ambassadors of Uganda started in 2011, nearly 13 years ago. And it started as a music, dance, and drama club for Clarke International University. Today, it's a recognized NGO and has extensive experience in health, promoting sexual and reproductive health and rights, and ensuring that there's excellence in healthcare. This is just one example of how alumni from Clarke International University is transforming the nation. The public health ambassadors of Uganda have achieved so many awards, and for that we congratulate not only them, but also Clarke International University. I know that Dr. Rose said that you have arrived, but for me as a pediatrician, I think that 16 years in the life of any individual puts you at adolescence. So you've not yet arrived. You are still growing, and for those of you who do not know, an adolescent is somebody aged 10 to 19 years. So you're right there in the middle of adolescence. However, we know that an African child is brought up by the whole village. And for the Clarke International University, the supportive and social and economic infrastructure has to remain in place for this adolescent university to flourish into adulthood and become a grandparent university like Makerere University, which recently celebrated 100 years. Now, this inclusive environment includes a supportive governance structure, a disciplined team of learners who are inquisitive and they remain lifelong learners. So for those of you graduating today with a certificate, with a degree, we expect you to come back and do your masters, and as you achieve your charter, come back and do your PhDs. Because like the richest man in Africa, Mr. Dangote said, as long as Africa does not have at least 10,000 PhDs, we are not going to develop. So come back and continue to study. As a pediatrician, I want to refer again to the global strategy for women, children, and adolescents, which aims at ensuring that every child survives, every child thrives, but every child then transforms their society. I'm proud to acknowledge the leadership of Clarke International University and its intentionality of including women as leaders, women in development, because we all know that when you educate a woman, you educate the nation. So women in this room, especially the mothers and the graduates who are girls, please give yourselves a big round of applause. And also for the men, lest I'm sent away from this podium, please give yourselves a big round of applause. Because if you have a supportive father, then you will have a successful family. Our communities need us to be more than ever medical professionals who are committed to changing the lives of our communities. And I know that many of you went through school during a difficult time of the COVID-19 pandemic, but you survived and you are thriving and you're going to transform the society. Continue to be experts in the fields and disciplines that save lives, but also benefit humanity, and keep the banner of Clarke International University flying high as alumni. I encourage each of you to stay hip. Not hip that you're cool, but I'll say H for humility. Learn to learn from anyone at any time. And H is for honesty. Be honest with yourselves. H is also for working with your heart and finding humor and learning to laugh, especially at yourself, and laughing with somebody. At this time, I'd like each of us to turn to our neighbors and smile. And on a daily basis, find somebody to make you laugh heartily. In the hip, I'd also like to say that I is for you to imagine, I is for you to innovate, and I is for you to impact and to connect the dots, to impact the lives of everyone you meet. And P is for passion. Passion means engaging with all your heart, especially as you serve others. So combine passion with compassion. And remember to pause. Life is not about just working. Life means that you must take off time and ensure that you take care of yourselves. Uganda is a country that has 1 out of every 4 people who are mentally unwell. Do not become the next 4th person. Take off time to relax, take off time to laugh and smile. Let us prepare to go into the world as leaders who make a difference, as transformational leaders who commit and make a difference. Dear graduates, do not ask, why doesn't somebody do something about it? Instead, ask, why shouldn't I do something about it? As you take your selfies, as you celebrate, please remember that after this degree, you are going to go and transform lives. In the words of Martin Sheen, and this is the very last quote I am making, we are living in a time, in a culture where truth is a fair game, where arrogance is ignorance matured, and where the aim of the big lie is not universal acceptance, the aim of the big lie is personal indifference. Yet, despite the constant statistic of dishonest rhetoric and false claims that assault the sense of distort reality, we are drawn to the angle of truth that soars high above the sky. In summary, if you forget what I said, treat others the way you want to be treated. Whatever you do from today, you must find a way to serve. And believe it, that it should always be service above self, so that you can make the world a better. Will do exactly that. And with that, I end my speech and say, best wishes.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Sabrina Chitaka, for the wonderful words of wisdom. I think by all standards, she deserves another round of applause. She has done us so well. You realize everyone who comes to speak here wishes you well, wishes you well. Now, there is one thing she said, that age means honesty. Now, that does not mean that when you read the newspaper and the guy who is older than you stole some money, that means because you're younger, you don't have to be honest. So when you get an opportunity, you steal more money than they did. No, she didn't mean that. The other ones are crooked guys, and you are people of utmost integrity. Another round of applause for Dr. Sabrina. Any wonderful quote you got from Dr. Sabrina?
Yes, Dr. Bill.
Fine, kindly bring it on.
Driver's license. Who has a valid driver's license? By show of hands. Valid driver's license. Valid. We are few, Valid driver's license.
I saw many more cars than the arms I'm seeing. What are you trying to mean? Valid. Are we honest, really?
Okay. She says you either drive a Tesla, or you fly an aeroplane, or you choose to walk 2x2. What did you understand? 2x2 aeroplane. 2x2. Who chooses 2x2? Not me. 2x2? Nobody. So 2x2 means don't be slow. Dr. Rose said what? Don't be a spectator. 2x2, they usually spectate. Be a mover of things, and indeed you'll make a difference.
Thank you so much for the wonderful words. Meanwhile, the pledge cards are still coming through. Abib Award, Richard, 20,000 shillings. Nyawek Isaac, 50,000 shillings. You can kindly clap. I'm not asking for too much, am I? Is it because I said they are fundraising on my behalf? No, on behalf of CIU. Just because I was talking and I'm representing CIU and I asked for permission from the Chancellor. Why? So don't feel jealous if you've not contributed as much as 10. There is Corny Tegeka.